Hey, we are live. What's up, guys? I was not planning on going live today. I just premiered a video earlier today at 5 p.m. Central Time. Hopefully you guys had a chance to watch it. Let me switch to live chat as soon as people start rolling in here. And then I got to do one more thing. But I wasn't planning on going live, but I had some stuff here. It is just like the title says. If you didn't see the title is it's a little bit of everything. I have a little bit of everything here to show. I have some comic books. I have some action figures. I have some movies. I bought some Blu-rays. I have a couple movie posters. For those that, first of all, is my camera freaking crooked? There we go. That was bothering me. Bought a couple movie posters. And if you don't know, now you know. I collect movie posters. Specifically, the one-sheet posters. A one-sheet poster is the poster that you usually see at a movie theater, like previewing the movie coming out. And I really like those. Usually one-sheet posters have like the credits at the bottom. So that's what I collect. But let me do something really quick, and then we'll talk it up, talk some shop, and I'll show you what I got. But once again, anyone that is here right now that was there for the premiere, I noticed when I was editing the video and I titled the video, Plastic Does Dallas, that I'm on episode 395. Obviously, I've done way more than 400 videos. Looks like I just got the notification that I am live, so we'll wait for some more people to get in here. But yeah, I'm coming up on vlog 400. But yeah, I've done a lot more than 400 videos because obviously all the lives and whatnot. But as far as edited videos, plus it doesn't count like the Cincy 2 videos. But anyway, it's a milestone of sorts. 400 edited episodes, vlog episodes, toy episodes on YouTube. 400! Holy frick! That's a lot. That's a lot. I've been doing this since 2015, so 6 years now. But anyway, let me go ahead and do what I was gonna do, and then we shall get started. So now that is Dunsky, let me go ahead and check the chat, make sure everything is set. Michael Thomas, shout out to you because you were the first person in the chat to say something. How's it going, Michael Thomas? WTF, it's Juan. What's up, Cincy? Primetime Reviews, Jared Luna, Collect and Conquer, Willie Woodson, 8 and Skate, Mark 44 Prom, what's up, Leon? Never Enough Tech, Diego de la Lastra, Kevin Vallejo, 50% of the infamous Vallejo brothers. Kevin, I thought I was going to see you at the North Dallas Toy Show. I was hoping to see you and your brother there, but unfortunately I didn't see you guys there, so hopefully we'll catch up soon. McButter Gollum, how's it going? Paul Morales, Collecting Conquer says, I'm getting more into the live streams. Love when you do these. Yeah, they're fun. They're very, very fun to do, and again, it saves me the time to edit these suckers, because I just hit broadcast or whatever frickin' button I hit, stream now, whatever it says, and I'm on, like Donkey Kong. Paul Morales, Night of Ren, how's it going? Night of Ren, I got your message. I didn't get a chance to respond to you yet, but you are currently posing your Hot Toys Deluxe Beskar Mando, which I have right down there. He's freaking awesome. He is still my favorite Hot Toys figure of the year so far this year. He is amazing. Goja King just got out of work. How was the con? The con was great. I set up at a local toy show, North Dallas Toy Show on Saturday, and Tete for the first time came and worked it with me, and I paid her to work the table. She worked a little butt off. She priced things out. She wrote all the little price stickers. She organized stuff. She actually, for those that this is very, very like inside knowledge, but I keep a clipboard because I'm very anal when I do these shows. I keep a clipboard and I tally every single sale that I make, and I write what sold, how much it is, and I keep a running total of how much I've made for the show. Only a few people know that I do that, but She was actually the clipboard keeper, and she was the one that was recording all the sales, and she was keeping the running tally, so I knew at all times how much I had made for the day. But I will say it started very slow, very, very, very slow, slower than usual, which I was anticipating because it was July 3rd, and the next day, July 4th, a lot of people go out of town, so I was anticipating less people at the show, but holy cow. I had 2 sales by noon, and it started at 9. So I was not having a great day until Craig and Rube showed up, and they offered to get us lunch, me and Tay lunch. So they ran to McDonald's, and while they were at lunch, I sold like a bunch of stuff. So I made my sales quota that I always set for myself. I made that by the end of the day. Ended up having a great show. I didn't make quite as much as I usually make on those, but I still had a great show. I do have a lot left over, so those will be going for sale probably on Facebook, on the Nerd Bar page. I'll probably offer them up to Patreon first, if anyone is interested in those. So if you're a patron, you'll see which ones I have for sale there. And then I'll throw them up on probably the Nerd Bar and do like a claim sale or something. But anyway, yeah, I had a great show. It was fun hanging out with Tay. She had a blast. She actually already asked me if she can come with me for the next show. And she asked if she can have some table space herself to sell some of her own stuff. So I said yes and yes. So she will have her own little Tay-Tay's area for the next show. So if you have a daughter and they're into little toys and stuff, she'll have like mini brands and probably, I don't know, a bunch of stuff there. Pops, stuff like that. So if you're local in the area, bring your kids, bring your daughters along, and they can see what Tay-Tay's got for sale. Anyway, where was I? Let's see. Montgomery Designs. Comments just jumped. Montgomery Designs is here. Benny Hawkins, how's it going? I'm seeing a lot of the names that were there for the premiere, so once again, thank you guys for being there for the premiere. Goji says, hopefully Tay-Tay has gotten some rest. She seemed worn out from the sales. Yeah, she woke right up when we got to Target, and I said, hey, wake up. And she opened her eyes, and I go, remember when you asked if we could stop at Target? And she said, yeah. And I go, well, we're here. So we went in, and she got some stuff there. So she was very happy about that. She spent some of the money that she made working the show. Mike Hare, how was the 4th? It was very, very relaxing. What did we do? I took my mom to Target. We got some lunch. We got some Sonic. And then we took my mom back here. And then we hung out by the pool. And we had some burgers and dogs. And some brownies with ice cream on it. And then we were kept up till... Oh, we watched the Tomorrow War, Chris Pratt movie, which was freaking amazing. I loved it. I thought it was awesome. I actually liked it so much, I will probably buy it on like 4K or Blu-ray if they make it available, which they probably will. But it was great. Even though I can get it anytime I want on Amazon Prime, because that's where you watch it, I would buy it just to have the physical media for that movie because it was awesome. I really liked it. Anyway, so yeah, we watched that, and people in our neighborhood were lighting fireworks off till like 1 or 2 in the morning. So that kept us up a little bit. But anyway, let's see. Were you able to score a reservation for Hollywood Studios? Yes, I was. I'm very, very excited. Very excited for that. But we'll keep that on the DL. What's up? NYC says, Rob Swallow, Suns Out, Guns Out. Yeah, we hung out at the pool again today. In between my editing videos. Make some room for that armorer now. Yes, indeed. I knew that was going to come up. So Hot Toys showed off some of their exclusives that they're doing. We had a Cyborg Spider-Man. We have a Armorer. What was the other figure? What was the other figure that they showed off? The only one that I really want is Armorer. I think she looks amazing. She's awesome. She's going to go right down there, too. So, definitely going to pick her up. Absolutely. Sigma Prime, finishing my basement into a movie theater setup. First of all, I'm very, very jealous of you. Because that's awesome. I have a loft here, which I'm very, very happy with. But I've always wanted a room, like soundproof room, that you can close off and have big, loud-ass speakers in. And the biggest, like, screen, like over 100-inch screen. And have, like, stadium seating. and have a popcorn machine and have like movie posters on the wall and like lights around the movie. That's like my dream. My dream room is a freaking movie theater in my house. I mean, what? I would never leave. I would never have to leave if I had a movie theater in my house. And we got a super chat from WTF. It's Juan. $1.99. Thank you very much for that. It says, have you picked up the Studio Series 86 Slug and Studio Series Grindor yet? I saw the Grindor at Walmart. And then I was like, first of all, I didn't even know they were making this. I had no idea they were making this. For those that are not aware, that are not in the know, if you remember the helicopter from the first Transformers Michael Bay movie, that was named Blackout. Well, there was another helicopter in Revenge of the Fallen, which took place in the... it participated in the forest battle, which is a really cool scene in Revenge of the Fallen. Ended up getting its freaking head ripped like in half with Optimus Prime's hooks. But that was Grindor. And I saw it in the store and I was like, okay, how different does this look than the Blackout? Quickly went to my phone, pulled it up on Google. I'm like, all right, these look almost identical, slightly different paint variations, but probably not going to get it. Because I'm really happy with the Blackout. It's one of my favorite Studio Series movie Transformer figures, but the Grindor just looked too much like it. It comes with Ravage, so there's a bonus there, but I would say if you missed out on Blackout and you want a really, really cool looking Michael Bay Transformer Decepticon, get Grindor. So yeah, I saw it. I passed on it. Slug, I have not seen yet. I have not seen it in the stores yet. But yeah, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it. 2 bones. Appreciate it. Okay, so let me figure out where I was. So Sigma Prime. Looking to put up some framed movie posters like what you have in your hallway. Where do you get your posters and frames? Excellent segue into the first thing I'm going to show off. I'm going to show you 2 movie posters that I picked up. A lot of my movie posters, I would say probably... actually, I've been picking up a lot from Amazon recently. If you find a good seller on Amazon, you will get high quality, thick stock movie posters. And the ones that I usually go for are either 27 by 40 or 24 by 36. I like to be, because I'm very anal about things being consistent, I try to get the same dimension posters across the board. So if I get one 24 by 36 poster, they're all going to be 24 by 36 posters. If I decide to roll with a 27 by 40 poster, they're all going to be 27 by 40. I'm just like that. I want everything to look identical. So most of my posters are 24 by 36. Again, I buy a lot on Amazon. You can just find a good seller, a reputable seller. They make pretty much any movie poster out there. But the other places that I buy movie posters, if you have a movie trading company, they have a pretty good selection of movie posters there. And the 2 you're about to see, I actually found at a local comic book store. So me and Rube and Plastic Addict, George, one of the spots that we went to, which I did not film, is we went to probably the largest comic book store in the DFW area called Madness Comic Books, or Madness Comics. It's huge. It's gigantic. If you're ever in the Dallas area, you should make a stop there just to see how large this store is. It's huge. But I think George bought some t-shirts. I think Rube bought some t-shirts. They had just a ridiculous selection of Star Wars figures there. Night of Ren with the super chat. What's up? Posing up Hot Toys Deluxe Mando and enjoying my day off from work. Very, very cool. Hot Toys Deluxe Mando. Just an excellent figure all around. But congrats on picking up that figure. And thank you, Ren, for the super chat. I appreciate it. But back to Madness Comics. They also have a pretty decent selection of movie posters there. So let me show you the ones that I got. All right. I'm going to be headless here for this segment. And yes, I'm wearing sweatpants right now. Don't be alarmed. But here's the first one that I got. Good old Jack Burton. And this is the one-sheet replica. This is not an original one-sheet because those go for hundreds and hundreds of dollars. This one cost me $12.99. But it is Big Trouble in Little China. and it's the one sheet. Jack Burton's in for some serious trouble, and you're in for some serious fun. I think the name of the artist that does this is Drew Struzan, I think. I might be slightly wrong on the name, but he does a lot of these old 80s posters for these 80s movies. But this is what I'm talking about for one sheet. It has all of the credits down at the bottom, people that are involved in the movie. But I got this one right here. I still need to frame it. I'll talk about where I get my frames in just a second. And then the other one that I got, this right here is from a movie that it's not even like one of my favorite horror movies, but this is one of the, I would say, most iconic movie posters ever to me. I forever have this image of this poster burned into my head. And when I saw it there at Madness Comics, I'm like, holy crap. This is like one of the most iconic movie posters that I can remember in like my history of going to the movie theater. So I decided to pick it up. Dawn of the Dead. When there's no more room in hell, the dead will walk the earth. First there was Night of the Living Dead, now George A. Romero's Dawn of the Dead. And there's the credit information at the bottom, but just super freaking happy with those two poster pickups. Those are going to go in my hallway that I have right here. But as far as the posters go, as far as the frames go, for the posters, I would say I have bought every frame for all of my movie posters at Michaels. And occasionally they will run a sale at Michaels where it's buy one, get one free, or 50% off, or even 40% off. Right now it's only 20% off, so it's not that great of a deal on the posters. But yeah, when it's like buy one, get one free, that's the time to strike. Just wait for the sale. They run the sales like, I would say every month and a half to 2 months. They have just a ridiculous sale on the frames. But the frames are by Studio Decor, and they cost usually about $30. But again, with a sale, you can get 2 frames for like $30, which is a steal. And they all look great. And again, all of my frames identical. I want them all to look the same. So that's where I buy my frames. Michaels, wait for a sale. Studio Decor, 24 by 36. Movie posters you can get at Amazon, Movie Trading Company, maybe a cool comic book store like we have here in Dallas, Madness Comics. But there you go. All right. So there was the first part of my little haul here. I'm Not a Trollers here. How's it going? Francisco Marquez. Let's see here. The Circle of Life, Michael Thomas. Fabulous Disaster. How's it going? The Thor. What's up, guys? Nameless is here. Art G. How's it going, Art? Let's see. Goji King. Glad you guys had a good time over the weekend. Had a burger at the place called Blackbeard's near Corpus. I never heard of that place. Is it any good? Night of Ren 789 says Comic-Cons are tiring. Much respect to those guys that own a comic shop and go to cons and work them. Much respect. Yeah, I used to go to, we have, our big one here is Dallas Fan Expo. Used to be called Dallas Comic Con. And I used to be very, very close with a big comic book store down in this area. Duncanville Bookstore. I used to be very close with the guy that ran all of the toy section. Shout out to Jason if you're watching this. But I would go with them on like Thursday and set up for the Dallas Comic Con and work like Friday and Saturday and sometimes all 3 days. But it was a lot of fun. It's just a lot of fun getting out of the house, doing something different, going to these cons, just being around the element, being around the stuff that you love, and talking to people that love the same stuff that you do. It's a lot of work. It's very, very tiring. By the end of the day, your feet are killing you. Your knees hurt because you're just standing all day long. And your throat hurts because you're talking all damn day long. But it's so much fun. There's nothing like it. I really love it. And I'm glad that cons are coming back. Let's see here. Goji says it was as hearty as a pirate could ask for. Nameless says, Cincy, did you see the first look trailer for Star Wars Visions? I have not watched that yet. But someone sent me the link to that. I still need to watch that trailer. Jared Luna. Can we talk about trailers for a second? Let's talk about the Motu Revelation trailer. So the first one, I Need a Hero. That was a badass trailer. That got me seriously pumped for that show. The second trailer came out. And listen, I have no problems with Teela. I've always liked her character. I have no problems with a strong female lead. I like strong female leads because I have 2 daughters and I want them to look up to strong females. But it seems like they're removing He-Man from the picture. Based on that second trailer, it kind of seems like they're removing He-Man. And they're making it more so geared towards Teela. I hope they don't kill off He-Man, because it seems like they might kill him off. He had red eyes. Is he turning? Is he possessed? What the frick's going on? Because, us dudes that watched the original Masters of the Universe, we watched it for He-Man. We watched it for He-Man versus Skeletor. Yes, we liked all the side characters, but we were there for frickin' Prince Adam, Cringer, He-Man, Battle Cat, Skeletor. That's what we watched it for. I love the animation in this. I'm not going to judge it yet. I will watch the whole thing. But I'm worried at this point. I'm not writing it off. I'm not saying, well, I'm not watching this. I'm going to watch the whole damn thing. I'm just worried at this point, guys. And I hope it doesn't turn into the Teela show. Again, I have nothing against Teela. I like the character. If it turns into the Teela show, maybe my girls will get into it and they'll be interested in it too, and that would be great, but I don't know. I don't know what to think at this point. Anyway, I don't know how I got on that tangent. Oh, because we were talking about trailers. Speaking of trailers, natural segue, I'm going to show you which movies I picked up. I got these at, where did I get these? Combination of Target and Best Buy. I was killing some time. I went to Best Buy. I got a few Blu-rays. One of these, again, I got from Target. But here's the first one I got, Top Gun. There is a new Top Gun movie that is coming out. I think it's coming out this year, actually. Haven't heard anything more about it since we saw the initial trailer. The trailer looks, holy frick. The trailer looks amazing for the new Top Gun movie. But I did not own this on Blu-ray. And it was an amazing movie. So I got Top Gun on Blu-ray. I grew up watching these movies. My parents used to take me to the movies with them, and I saw a lot of R-rated movies as a kid. They probably shouldn't have taken me to these, but I don't know. I didn't get too bad from watching R-rated movies as a kid. And this was one of the first R-rated movies that I remember watching as a kid. Lethal Weapon. So I got Lethal Weapon 1, 2, 3, and 4. I got all 4 of the Lethal Weapon movies. I distinctly remember going to Lethal Weapon 3 with my mom and my dad, and Joe Pesci just dropping multiple F-bombs, and me and my dad yucking it up. We were laughing so loud, tearing up in the theater at Joe Pesci's character in Lethal Weapon 3 the first time we saw it in the theater. Good memories there of... When did that come out? When did Lethal Weapon 3 come out? It doesn't say the year. But, oh, wait, there it is. It is 92. So I was like 15 or 16 when it came out. And I just remember my dad and I were just laughing so hard at Joe Pesci's character in Lethal Weapon 3. And then here's the last movie that I picked up. Yes, I saw it. Saw it here at the house. Didn't get to see it in the theater. Wish I had seen it in the theater because it was bonkers. But I decided to buy it so I could watch it whenever the frick. In case any of these digital codes ever just go kaput on us, someone, fricks with stuff and we lose all of our digital media, I have it on physical media here. Godzilla vs. Kong. I liked it. Fun movie. Freaking awesome. That's why I'm going to buy the Tomorrow War, because I want to have it on physical media. Alright. We got comics to show, we got some toys to show, but let me get back to the chat here. I hope you guys are doing great. I'm probably going to be live for about an hour. But let's see what else you guys are talking about. Jan Michael Jameer says, Aloha. Aloha to you, Jan. When are you going to WDW? What's WDW? WD. Oh. That would be early August. Keep it on the DL, people. Unorganized Spidey. Who's that? Unorganized Spidey. Jerry Luna, I'll be there at the end of AUG. Very, very cool. We will just miss each other there. Ren says Mark 50 Neon. That's right. It was one of those Neon Tech Spider-Mans, which is Iron Mans. Neon Tech Iron Mans, which will probably sit on the Sideshow site for a little bit, because they seem to have a little bit of difficulty selling the Neon Tech War Machine and the existing Neon Tech Iron Man. I think they look really cool. I think they look super cool. But again, they're super niche, because they were never featured in the movies. So they're more like an art piece, I would say. They're kind of like the concept figures, because the concept figures were never featured on screen. So really you're buying them just because you think that they look neat. You like the aesthetic. So they're like art pieces. Similar to the Neon Tech ones. Let's see. Rob Solo says Cyborg. Are they officially doing Cyborg? I didn't see any release for that, but I had heard rumors of Cyborg from Justice League being done. Oh, Cyborg Spider-Man. Okay. Not Cyborg. 123 Gamerman. Hey, glad I caught this. Hey, I'm glad you're here. 123 Gamerman. Thor says there's some Joker behind you checking you out. Yes. Right? Right there. That's where it all started, my friends. The first action figure, not because I don't even know what happened to that, but this Joker, this Mego Joker is what kind of started it all down this path of action figure collecting. Jan says, was hoping that Falcon's suit from the beginning of Falcon and the Winter Soldier would have been released as part of Toy Fair. Me too, because it did look different than the Civil War one. The last time we got that Hot Toys figure was Civil War. They never did it for Infinity War. They never did it for Endgame. I was hoping they were going to do it again for Infinity War, because he was featured prominently in the Battle of Wakanda. And it's a super popular figure. So, and he does, in the beginning of Falcon and Winter Soldier, the color scheme looks different than he did in the previous movies. So I was hoping they were going to do it again. And I was hoping they were going to do it again, and we would have another chance to get that one. Hi. Let's see here. Oh, comments jumped. Let me figure out where I was.
Hi, besties.
Hello. I hate when the comments jump and I can't find where I was.
I know.
Okay.
You got $5? I want $5. Oh, I want $5. Oh.
Is every child in here right now? Canine and human? Okay, there's where we are. H Green. Hey, Cincy, what's up, man? How's it going, H Green? Johnny Font is here. Benny Hawkins, can you see they're trying to change the name to Slave One? Yep, I think they're calling it, not the Hutt Slayer. They were calling it Boba Fett Starship or something like that. However, I will say that the new Lego Slave One / Boba Fett Starship comes with Din Djarin and the Boba Fett from The Mandalorian. So that's pretty cool. If you missed out on any of the previous Slave One starships from Lego, and you want to get into Lego, there's a reason I'm talking about this. You'll find out soon. If you want to get into Lego, it might be a good entry point. Come here, dude. Will somehow got left behind as the girls left. Okay, let's see. Cincy, are you collecting all of the Motu Origins? I would say about 90% of them. About 90%. I've got pretty much all the ones that have come out so far. There's a few that are too similar to the previous releases. Some of the deluxe figures are too similar to the previous releases that I'm kind of passing on. But let's see. I always find good movie posters on eBay, Javi Soprano says. How's the audio, by the way? I'm kind of talking in this direction, but my mic is right there. So is everything coming in loud and clear? BJ Bonstall, haven't talked to you in a while, my friend. Hope you're doing great. BJ says that's the second time you've said anal. What's on your mind since? Good to have you back, BJ. Rob Solo says, oh yeah, Jack Burton, love that movie. Collect and Conquer says, hell yeah, I love Big Trouble. CNC says, sweet. Ren says, what are your top 5 favorite movie posters? That's something I have to think about. There are a couple that I definitely want to acquire. I don't have them yet. One of them is the 89 Batman movie. I definitely want that poster because that was probably the most hyped I've ever been about for a movie ever. Like ever. Because I was like 14 years old, 13 or 14 when that movie came out. And the summer leading up to Batman, everything was Batman. Everything. You saw it everywhere. Everyone was so hyped for that movie. And it delivered. It delivered. It's such an awesome movie. 8 and Skate says, last movie poster I bought was a classic 80s movie called North Shore. Never heard of that. If you live in Hawaii, you watch this a lot in the 80s. It's a fun movie. Kiwi says, howdy, howdy, howdy. How's it going, Kiwi? Night of Ren, I want to get some Star Wars movie posters. Indiana Jones, that's another one that I want. Either Raiders of the Lost Ark or Temple of Doom. Kyle Tran, thank you for subscribing. I appreciate it, my friend. But yeah, either probably Raiders of the Lost Ark. That's a more iconic looking poster. I do like the Temple of Doom one where he's just kind of, it's a full figure, he's just standing there. I think Drew Struzan also did the artwork on those. Hopefully I'm getting his name right. But yeah, those are also ones that I really want. Sandy McNair says, hi, if you like Kurt Russell, I have 2 double-sided Escape from LA. Very, very cool. I sell on eBay and get some from movie conventions I go to and also from another eBay seller. That's very, very cool. I'm going to have to check that out. Sandy, DM me your eBay page. I want to check it out. Rob Swallow, have you seen those light-up frames? Holy frick, no I have not. I've been searching all over for like marquee-style poster frames. So please, if you have a link to those, send them to me. DM them to me because I would love to buy those. I even thought about making it myself, like literally doing lights around the poster so it looks like it does at a classic movie theater with the marquee light up around the poster. Get my movie posters at a website called Bottleneck Gallery. They have a sweet collectible posters by awesome artists, Michael Thomas says. Primus says, how's it going, Cincy? Sugar Mama Crew. Hell yes. Sugar Mama downstairs. I think she's watching something. What's she watching? Killing Eve? Is that a show? Sandra Oh? She's into that show right now. Benji. How's it going? Swole Cincy up in here. Sup, bro? I need to start getting back to lifting. I stopped lifting when we went to the beach, and I'm losing a lot of my muscle tone. Yeah, so I need to start working out again. Let's see here. Nico, how's it going? Marco Antonio, how's it going? Tom Flurry, what's up, Cincy? Happy 4th. Hope you had a great one. Had a great one myself. Hopefully you had a great one as well. Javi Soprano, first trailer amazing, second trailer was not good. Okay, so I'm not the only one. We're talking about Motu Revelation. I'm hoping the whole damn series is good. I'm hoping it's good. I just hope for the best. Tropic Thunder. Sorona Games Go, that's not my He-Man. John Rat. And here's the thing. If they deliver a good story, if they kill off He-Man in like episode 2 or 3 or whatever, and Teela runs it, and she has the power sword, and she turns into the new master of the universe. If it's a good story, it's a good story. If it's a good story. I just want a good story. Good dialogue. Good plot. So if what I'm hoping doesn't happen happens, as long as they give me a decent story and keep me engaged and keep me entertained, I'm fine with it. I'm easy to please, I guess. Red Eye He-Man might be faker. Very good point. I did not even think about that, John. Very good point. The Thor says Motu's second trailer has been confirmed that He-Man now identifies as Teela. Cerrone Games Go, Teela is awesome though. She is. I like Teela. Tropic, and where the frick is She-Ra? Shouldn't She-Ra be part of this, or is she in a different universe, different dimension, whatever? Let's see here. I think both sides come together to restore the Power Sword so He-Man can return. The red-eyed He-Man was Faker, I bet. Okay. I don't know how I didn't even think that it was Faker, but very, very good observation and good assumption there. Let's see. Comments jumped. Alright, where the frick was I? Love the Lethal Weapon series. Fabulous Disaster says, since I watched the Chris Rock Saw over the weekend, it was like daytime TV drama level bad. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. I really wanted to see that one too. Did anyone see Wrath of Man, the Jason Statham movie? I really want to see that. I want to see Wrath of Man. I want to see the Hitman's Wife's Bodyguard. Huge Ryan Reynolds fan. Big Sam Jackson fan. I'm hoping that's good. I loved the first one. It's not getting good reviews, but I don't know. I still want to see it. All the clips I've seen, I've laughed at and I've enjoyed. Let's see. And that's from someone who loves all 8 of the originals. Oh, so Neil Robinson did not like the new Saw, but he has seen all and loved all 8 of the original Saw movies. Ren says the director Richard Donner passed away today. Oh no, he did? Seriously? I did not hear that. Oh man, that sucks. Ren says the director Richard Donner passed away today. He directed Christopher Reeves in Superman, Goonies, Lethal Weapon. He's one of my favorite 80s directors. That sucks. Richard Donner, R.I.P. We also lost, the reason I'm wearing the Blue Jackets hat, one of the goalies for the Blue Jackets had a very, very, very sad, tragic, and unfortunate accident and passed away. Matthias Kivalinix was a goalie. Apparently, he was in a hot tub at a party for July 4th. One of the mortars that shoots fireworks in the air kind of, I guess it fell and started shooting towards the hot tub he was in. The group of people that were in the hot tub, I guess, tried to run away so they didn't get hit with fireworks. He slipped, he fell, he hit his head, he died. So that really sucks. That's a fricked up, terrible way to go. And that sucks. But yeah, I just heard about that today. Rest in peace, Richard Donner. Rest in peace, Kiwi from the Blue Jackets. All right. Let's get into something else so that I can get out of this sadness funk that I'm in right now. I'm going to show you the comics that I picked up recently, and then we're going to get into the action figures. But I recently picked up, I'm catching up on this book right here. This is Darth Vader. And I started reading this, and honestly, it was hard to put down. It was very, very good. And I'm just going to show you how this starts so you know where it takes place. So as you can see there, Vader fighting Luke on Bespin. This takes place in between Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi. And the crawl, let me just read the crawl to you. It kind of grabbed me when I read the crawl. Dark Heart of the Sith. Darth Vader failed to turn Luke Skywalker to the dark side. Luke escaped, but now knows the truth. He is Darth Vader's son. For the first time in many years, Darth Vader's path is uncertain. I don't know what it was about that crawl, but that grabbed me. Just the way that they phrased it. Darth Vader, it started with Darth Vader failed to turn Luke Skywalker to the dark side. That's just a different perspective. That's a different point of view than we're used to. Completely different point of view. It kind of takes the I am your father and just kind of twists it. And you see it from a different point of view. And it's just like, it's awesome. It's awesome. It deals with like Vader's like internal conflict. He kind of like goes through like some of the things in his past. It's really good. It's really good. Greg Pak is the writer. The artwork is very, very nice. Very cool. Let me get to something that's not spoilerific so you can see the artwork here. So there's an example of the artwork. It's really good, guys. This was $15.99, and it's 5 issues. So I'm playing catch up. I got that one. Again, really recommend it. I'm playing catch up because I decided to pick up some of these singles for the Darth Vader comic book for the War of the Bounty Hunters. So this is, again, this one takes place in between Empire and Return of the Jedi, and War of the Bounty Hunters is about Boba Fett right after he pulls out of Bespin, Cloud City. He's got frozen ass Han Solo as cargo on his ship, and it's what happens in between him leaving Cloud City and delivering Carbonite Han to Jabba. It's quite a story. So I started getting into that too. It ties in with Darth Vader. So that's why I'm playing catch up on Darth Vader. From what I have heard, there's a lot of Star Wars books out right now. And from what I have heard from many, many people, Darth Vader's the best book. So I guess if you're going to get into a Star Wars book, you might want to try with Darth Vader. You might want to try with the main War of the Bounty Hunters storyline, because it's a mini-series. It's good to get into. It's easy to get into. My mom just won in bingo. She texted me to tell me she won the blackout game in bingo, so she won the jackpot. So her neighbors must hate her at her place because she wins bingo so frequently. It's ridiculous. And she only usually like buys one card. She buys one bingo card. All the other like people there buy like 4 or 5 cards, and she wins the blackout game so frequently. It's ridiculous. They've got to hate her. Anyway, continuing on with the comic books, I got this Daredevil issue, Lockdown. I've been reading Daredevil, Chip Zdarsky. Look at that cover, though. Freaking gorgeous cover. I got that. Beta Ray Bill. I've been collecting Beta Ray Bill. I'm still kind of trying to read the first few issues of that, but I've heard this is great. Heroes Reborn. I never picked up issue 3 for some reason. I don't know how I missed it, but I picked that up from the comic store, and then also got issue 7, the final issue in Heroes Reborn. And then I got Heroes Return. Look at that cover. Holy Moses. That is such a cool cover. Look at that. Absolutely awesome. So this is like the final issue in that whole storyline. Heroes Return. Spoiler alert with that title. Moving on to DC, I got some Legends of the Dark Knight. I still have not read the first issue, but I used to read this in the 90s when it was a thing. Robin. He's on a... I don't want to give any spoilers out, but he's on... I don't want to give any spoilers out, but the first issue kind of grabbed me, so I started collecting that. And then we got some Independence, That Texas Blood, which started back up. New story arc there. We got Crossover, new creative team, no longer Donny Cates writing it, it's Chip Zdarsky writing it. Crossover. And then last but not least, we have a Bad Idea book. It is ENIAC number 4. ENIAC. Bad Idea books. Those are the comic books, guys. Last thing I got to show you is some action figures. I only have a few, but the ones that I have, I really like. But let's get back to the frickin' Chatsky, guys. We got 131 people here. Thank you all for being here. I really appreciate it. Yeah, I just heard about Richard Donner passing away, and it kind of bummed me out. Seriously. Matthias Kivlenieks, the goalie for the Blue Jackets, a team that I follow, that I love. I've seen him play live. Heard he had an accident and passed away. Sad stuff, my friends. But Roman Soares, aloha to you as well. Danny Glover was 41 when he said he was too old for this shiz. I know how he feels. And that was a long time ago that he said that. And that's 8 and Skate that said that. Let's see here. Godzilla vs. Kong was a crazy theater experience. Cheering and laughing. It was nice welcome back, but I'm glad that there will be more opportunities for that in the future. Goji King said that. My return to the theater was Fast 9. I saw it in a 4DX theater. Could not have been a better movie to go back to just for the whole theater experience. If you missed my story, I don't remember where I talked about that. Was that on Toys with the Boys? I think I talked about it there. But I went to a 4DX theater. For those that don't know, a 4DX theater is an interactive experience where you watch a movie, but you're in this seat that moves based on what's going on the screen. There's interactive lights, sounds, things. Like if someone shoots a gun and there's a bullet, you feel a brush of air go whoosh, right by your ear because there's little air jets on your seat. There's air jets down here. There was a scene in Fast 9 where I think it was Michelle Rodriguez tackled a dude and they went from inside a building to outside really quick. And when that happened, the air jets went whoosh, and shot up into our faces and it felt like you were outside. There was a scene where obviously whenever the cars would rev their engines, the seats would go brrrr and like vibrate. When he hit the NOS, because he hits the NOS in every freaking movie, in every Fast movie, the chair went like that. And then the coolest thing, Tyrese was surrounded by some army dudes, like he is in every movie, and he grabs an AK-47 and he literally goes like that. So not only did the chair go as he's shooting it, but there was lights inside the theater that went flash, 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 flash. So as he's shooting the gun, it's going and the lights are going. It's freaking awesome. It was so cool. I definitely recommend a 4DX theater if you've never been to one before, as long as you don't get sick from like motion rides, because it basically is a motion ride. You're watching a feature-length movie motion ride. So that was a really, really cool return to the movies for me, seeing Fast 9 in a 4DX theater. Anyway, freaking throat's getting dry here. I'm just happy to see an expansion of the Motu franchise. Love me some Motu, Sigma Prime says. It's really cool to see a lot of the stuff that we never saw in cartoon format before. It's cool to see like Scareglow, Clamp Champ. I don't think we ever saw the Land Shark in the cartoon. Just all the stuff that we had as toys but never made its way to the cartoon, we're seeing it in cartoon form, and it's freaking amazing. I'm excited for that. So even if the story doesn't go the way that I want it to go, I'm excited to see the animation. I'm excited to see Motu again. Patrick Peluso, hi Cincy, I just got the new Lady Death figure and it's a nice figure. Coffin Comics are doing a good job. Yeah, Patrick Peluso, I showed that in the video that I premiered earlier tonight. Plastic Does Dallas, so check that one out. It's on my YouTube page. That was one of the figures I saw in the case there at Dallas Vintage Toys. And I've heard a lot of good things about that Lady Death figure. I'm pretty sure Kevin Smith said the main focus will be Tila, Count Dadku says. David De La Huerta, hey Cincy, how's it going? It's going great, David. Cerrone Games, the new Battle Cat is huge. Beware of shelf space. Brian Marquez, your thoughts on companies doing reissues? Well, I can't think of a single company now that has not done reissues. Some of them were not doing them, but it seems like they're all doing them now. Because when things go for a lot of money on the secondary market, the toy companies don't make any money on that. And to them, it's a business. To them, it's not, I mean, obviously it's satisfying the consumers, because if they're not satisfying the consumers aren't spending their money on their stuff. And then if they're not spending their money on their stuff, they're not making money, they're not creating revenue, and then they're going to go frickin' belly up. So they have to make the collectors happy. And there's a lot of things that are reissued that are far out of print, have reached unattainable levels on the secondary market. Obviously, if I spend a lot of money on something, more so than it was going for at retail, and then I hear that they're reissuing it, I would be very, very upset. I almost did that, actually. I nearly almost did that. I really, really wanted a War Machine from Iron Man 2, the War Machine Mark 1. I really like that design. And the die-cast version of that War Machine had reached like $700 to $800 level. I think it retailed for like $300 when they first redid. So first it came out in like a plastic version, and then they did a die-cast version. I stupidly passed on the die-cast version. It sold out, and then the die-cast version like went up to $800. So I very, very recently was thinking about just buying the plastic version, the original version, and just having that as my War Machine. And I was going to spend, it was like $260 for the plastic version. Well, then Hot Toys, or Sideshow, or Hot Toys, announced that they're doing a reissue of the Mark I War Machine. So I'm glad I did not spend almost $300 on the plastic version when the die-cast version is being reissued. It's good and bad. I mean, it's good for collectors that missed out on it. It's bad for collectors that paid more for it on the secondary market to obtain it, only to find that they could have just waited a little bit and bought it for retail. So it's kind of a double-edged sword on reissues. Are you Lunafigs on IG? Jared Luna says. Oh, I'm sorry. Ren asked Jared Luna, are you Lunafigs on IG? Uber Hulk is here. Hulk smashed puny fireworks on 4th of July. Why people always think Hulk cause all the destruction. Hulk only destroy half. How's it going, Uber Hulk? It's good to have you in here. Montgomery Designs, everyone keeps going nuts for the Cyborg figure, but Hot Toys won't because Justice League figures are peg warmers. Hold on, I jumped, so now I have to find where I was. Peg warmers. Hold that thought. Peg warmers. Where the frick was that? Damn it, I cannot find that. There it is. In Hong Kong. Just not an audience for it, Montgomery Design says. Let me see. Keith Roberson says they will do a reissue of Falcon. Ren says Boba Fett Starship. Yeah, I'm in for those new Mando Lego sets. Jared says audio is good. Sounds good, Keith says. Thank you guys. 10-4 loud and clear. Ren says, how did you do at the toy show? I did really well. I hit my sales quota. I always make a quota for myself at the beginning of the show. There's a quota that I want to achieve that I would deem success. And then there's a secondary quota where if I get to that point, I then put some money aside and walk around and spend some money and buy something for myself. And I don't buy anything unless I get to that second quota. I did not get to the spending quota, but I got to the quota where I wanted to be, where I deemed the show a success. So I did pretty good. Let's see here. 89 Batman was a movement. Getting into Lego is fun. Hope you fall into the pit like Goji Queen and I have. I collect mostly Star Wars ships though. Goji King, stay tuned. Possibly next Monday's episode. Stay tuned. Montgomery Designs, unfortunately we won't be getting that Falcon. David Herlock says Rogue One poster is great. Tony says Tombstone is Kurt Russell at his finest. Juan says last movie poster I got was Godzilla King of the Monsters limited edition from Regal Cinema. Ren says there's a 1977 New Hope poster signed by the cast for $877,000. Well out of my price range. Jared says She-Ra's on Etheria, so different dimension, different planet. I think it was a different dimension, wasn't she? Different something. Realm? I don't remember. Haunter Dreams, you're going to get any of the Toy Fair Hot Toys. Haunter Dreams, the Armorer, is the one that I'm down for. 8 and Skate says Wrath of Man was awesome. Thor says Wrath of Man was good. Scott Eastwood was decent in it also. Really? I always thought Scott Eastwood was kind of a... He lacked acting range. I thought he was a little robotic in previous movies he's done. So it's good to hear that he was actually good in it. So I'm definitely gonna give it a shot. The Wraith with Charlie Sheen is a cult classic. I think I've seen that. Let's see here. Yay, story time with Cincy Nerd. I think that will happen in Motu Revelations is Prince Adam will lose the ability to transform into He-Man for a time. Can't wait till we get figures based on the characters we see in the upcoming Star Wars Visions anime. I'm going to have to watch this trailer, guys. I'm going to watch this trailer and see what you guys are talking about. The second Darth Vader series was badass by Marvel. Also, Darth Vader Dark Visions is badass too. I know they've taken place in different times. I think there was one that took place between A New Hope and Empire, and there was another Darth Vader series that took place right after Revenge of the Sith. Pulls out of Bespin. That phrase can be taken many ways. I'm officially a twisted person. Pulls out of Bespin. I don't know what you're getting at. Sandy says, hi, I have the movie posters in my storage units. I sell TV and movie memorabilia, comics, toys. The hockey player actually passed away from fireworks accident, not from falling. I heard that the fireworks was like what caused him to try and run away and slipped and hit his head and died. So I don't know if there's like conflicting reports, but that's what I heard. Since do you game at all? I try to game. I play random games. I own a lot of games. I don't ever play them. The game that I've been playing the most is NHL 21 on PS4. I have also been playing a lot of the 1-Up machines. I play my Golden Tee. I play that. I play my Mortal Kombat 1-Up, and then I play Mortal Kombat 11 on Switch. That's kind of what I'm playing right now. Dude, what are you barking? It's way too late for us to be getting deliveries. So calm down. This dog. Looks like Wonder Woman in a Marvel Comics with Cap Shield. I'm live. What's up?
I need the email address for that guy. I'm on the phone.
Oh, okay. I'll send it to you. Or actually, do you just want to look at it?
Or just write it down.
Okay. Hold on. No. Stand by, guys.
I just fucking hung up on her with my fucking AirPod.
Shh. You're going to get me demonetized here. Since he's dropping F-bombs live on YouTube.
Sorry, YouTube.
Sorry, audience that's watching with their children right now. Hold on. I'm going to text you the email address that you need.
Thanks. Hopefully this lady calls back and I don't have to wait in line for 54 minutes again. So, that's great.
Okay. I sent you the email. Love you. Let's see here. Okay, where were we? Yes, I do game. Haven't collected comics in a long time. Do you get your comics at a comic store or online? What do you recommend? Jim, I get mine at a local comic book shop called Keith's Comics. But there are stores that you can buy from online that do a great job. Atomic Empire was the one that I used to buy from, and they did a great job. Basically, you could pick which comics you wanted. You could pick which covers you wanted, because most comics have multiple covers. You could pick how frequently you get your comic book shipped, and then they always send them in bags and boards in a box. Great condition. Awesome job. I think they were called Atomic Empire. They were in North Carolina. But I currently buy from a local shop. I definitely recommend buying and supporting your local shops if you have a shop local to you. Serona Games, who was that character and is DC Comics in on this? That character was part of the Squadron Supreme. For those that don't know, Marvel had a team called the Squadron Supreme, which basically were like, not homages, but kind of parodies of the Justice League. So there's Hyperion, who was like Superman. I forgot the character that looks like Wonder Woman, but it's basically Wonder Woman, but it's Marvel's version. But they have like versions of the Justice League, but they're in the Marvel universe. Let's see. Are you going to see Black Widow in the movie theater too? Nico, 100% yes. I have to buy my tickets. Me and Mrs. Cincy are going to go see that. We're excited for it. Any cons are you excited about? Trippy Cheese. The Dallas Fan Expo. Potentially PowerCon. I still have to work things out to see if I can make that. Potentially the not the North Dallas Toy Show. That's the one I set up at. The Columbus Toy Show. I really want to go to that. But I have to make sure it works calendar-wise. How long have we been on? Right at the hour mark. Well, let me show you what I got here figure-wise. Only 3 figures, but I will be getting more of one of these. I'm going to leave that one to the last because I kind of found a new, kind of a black hole. But, bam, I got the new Han Solo. This is the new Vintage Collection Han Solo. If you notice, he is different. His trench coat looks different. The figure itself has the digital face printing technology. The trench coat, I don't know if that's 100% movie accurate, but they got rid of the giant collar that was on the previous Vintage Collection Han Solo. But I got this one. Here's the other figures that are in this assortment. But I got Han, and he will be removed from package probably as soon as I'm done with this. And he will be going, if I could show you real quick, up there. So if you could see, I have a little Return of the Jedi thing going on up there. I have the sail barge, Jabba's minions, Jabba's in there. I have the skiff with our heroes. I have a TIE fighter with stormtroopers and Darth Vader in front of it, a biker scout. I have Slave One, even though you never saw Slave One in Return of the Jedi. Boba Fett was in Return of the Jedi. And I have more heroes there. And I have the new Endor Leia up there with Wicket, and that's where my Han Solo will go. So he will be removed from package and go up there as soon as we end this. I got a WWE Elite figure. This is I think this is an Amazon exclusive. It's still available, but I am a big fan of a few WWE wrestlers that have been around since I've been watching the whole Ruthless Aggression era. John Cena's one of them. Huge John Cena fan. Randy Orton's another one. Batista's another one. These are like the guys that were coming up during the whole 2000s. And they're still wrestling for the most part. Batista's in movies. John Cena's making his way out of wrestling. He says he's going to come back. But this guy, Randy Orton, still around, still wrestling, still the frickin' GOAT. He's awesome. But I got the Randy Orton fan takeover. This was probably in, let's see when this was, WrestleMania 20. I don't know what the year that was, but this is when Orton was the IC champion. I think this was during the Evolution run, when he was part of Evolution. Batista, Triple H, and Ric Flair. But this is a younger Randy Orton, as you can see by the picture there. Younger Orton. I have the debut figure when he first debuted, and he had the long trunks and the longer hair. This was like mid-run Orton, and then I have the newest Orton, where he's got, the full arm sleeve tattoos, and he's older and whatnot. The Viper Orton. But yeah, I'm, some of those wrestlers that I've just been a fan of watching for such a long time. I try to get as many of those figures as I can. I have I have like 4 Cenas from his debut to when he had the spinner title. I got a couple Edges. So a lot of my favorite wrestlers, I just collect a lot of their figures. So I guess that's kind of, it's not a completist mentality. It's more so collecting, the guys that I admire. And then one more figure in this one here. I actually bought 2 figures from Amazon. One of them shipped. The other one I'm waiting for. You'll find out what the other one is. But I do have a couple of SH Figuarts figures. I've never really been heavy into SH Figuarts, but there were some SH Figuarts Marvel figures that recently released. Avengers Assemble Marvel figures. And it really brought me back. It brought me back to the first Avengers movie, the Joss Whedon Avengers movie. And just the awe that I had when we saw all of those characters assemble for the first time on screen. So SH Figuarts has recently redone the original Avengers team. I think Black Widow and Hawkeye are still due to come out. But obviously, the villain in the first Avengers movie, who is currently on Disney Plus in his own series, probably going to be his send-off, Loki. So I got the SH Figuarts Loki. And I am going to get all of the Figuarts figures from the original Avengers movie. So there's Loki. And here's how he looks. Very, very cool. I'm going to miss him. I'm going to miss him when he... Because I think that's what they're doing, is all of the original actors and actresses, ScarJo, Hiddleston, Evans, Hemsworth is still around. I don't know if we're going to see the end of his character in Love and Thunder, whatever it's called. But they've all been around for like over 11 years. Robert Downey Jr. started in what was that, 2008? When was the first Iron Man? When did that come out? 7 or 8? It's been a while. So they're ready to move on to other projects. Yes, they made bank playing superheroes, but still, they're ready to do other stuff. And they're giving us new heroes. If you've noticed, all of the Disney Plus shows have kind of given us new things, new heroes. We have a new Cap. We're going to have a new Loki. We're going to have a new Black Widow. We're getting a lot of new characters. So I'm excited to see the future of the MCU. Excited to see where they go with it. And there you go. So there was the final pickup of this haul. Got a little bit of everything. Movie posters, comic books, movies, and action figures. I'm going to take a look at these comments, and then we are going to call it a night. We're going to end here probably right at 8, because my throat is a frickin' dry right now. But let's see here. Neil Robinson, much love, Cincy. Hope to see you on the Foosh Wednesday. Yeah, I just got a message from Dave, and I'm good for Wednesday, so I will hopefully see you guys on Wednesday night. Toys with the Boys, Dave Wonder, Dave Wheeler, Robo from the Foosh. Hopefully Robo is going to be there. They had a guest last week, and I wish they didn't get such a great guest, because now I feel like I have some large shoes to fill. They got Dan Larson to fill in for me from Toy Galaxy, so yeah. So I don't know if Dan Larson's going to be back this week, but I'm a huge fan of his channel, and wow, talk about getting a great guest while I was out last week, but pretty awesome. You talked about 40X on your last live stream on here. Okay, I'm losing track. I lose track of where I talk about things, because I do a few different... I do the edited videos, the live streams on here, the Toys with the Boys. I'm going to be doing more stuff, more live stuff, so I lose track very easily. Terrell C, hey, what's up? I'm a toy collector that stays in Cincinnati. I'll be toy hunting places in Cincinnati. Very, very cool. There's a lot of great places. Toy Department, missed that place. Comics to Games, really missed that place. A lot of great places in Cincinnati to go. WTF is Juan also says it was your last live stream. You guys have a better memory than me, because I can't remember this stuff. Ren says, I'm going to see Black Widow in the theater. The last movie I saw in the theater was Spider-Man Far From Home. Haunter Dream said, I saw Infinity War in 40X. It was amazing. That would be an awesome movie to see in 40X, I gotta say. Let's see here. Let's see. Do you feel the soft touch of Vin Diesel's whispers? Room V says, do you feel the soft touch of Vin Diesel's whispers as they caress your ears? I can't do a Vin Diesel voice. He has a unique voice. Family. He says, nothing more important than family. Mark Cubile. Hey, Cincy, what are your thoughts on the new Power Rangers Ultimates? I don't think I've seen those yet. Juan says the gun goes brrrr. Oh, Lord. It's getting late, guys. All right. Comments jumped. Let me take a look at some final comments. They jumped ahead way far. Randy Orton is this generation's Triple H minus the sledgehammer. Cerrone says, Cobra Kai never dies. Who is your favorite Marvel character? Like in comic books, probably Wolverine. In the movies, probably Robert Downey Jr., Iron Man. 2008 was the first Iron Man movie. Thank you, Jared. Ren says, I remember that Orton with the cast to help you track that one down full circle. Thank you, Ren. Appreciate it. Orton will be in the Hall of Fame 100%. Absolutely. First ballot. Return of the Jedi Fett is still the best 3.75 Star Wars figure to date, although the Clone Wars Darth Maul and Ahsoka might give him a run for his money. Anxiously looking forward to those, Ren. Luis Perez says, nice Conan figure you got today, but I wonder when the Marvel Legends release their version of Conan since he is Marvel. Very interesting. You know what else is Marvel now? Is Alien. So we're going to see an Alien Marvel Legends figure. That would be kind of crazy, since NECA has pretty much done all the Alien figures. Let's see. Just got on. Going to have to watch the replay. Israel Salinas. Yeah, I'm wrapping up. My throat is going fast, guys. But I do want to thank you guys for being here. Thank you for being part of this live stream. For once, I'm leaving not when I have the highest viewership. It looks like we have 130 now. We had more than that a little bit earlier. But Terrell's favorite DC character, easily Batman. Number 2, Superman. But I'm a Batman guy. Where's the next show you might be going to in Texas, Cincy? Oof. Good question. Definitely Dallas Fan Expo. I'm not sure if I'm going to hit any other cities' Comic-Cons. I got to take a look at that. Ren says, I just ordered the SHF Avengers 1 cap, another rabbit hole. Stay tuned for the next episode. Episode 396, next Monday. You will see some stuff on there. Are you going to pick up the Masterverse line? Roy, I picked up the Battle Cat and the Skelegod, and I ended up selling them to Craig, not another retro channel, for my cost. They were impulse buys for me. I just wanted to buy them, but I don't want to collect another line. I'm really happy with the Origins line. I'm going to collect the crap out of the Origins line, and I'm going to skip the Revelation line. I might regret that later, but I'm going to stay away from it. I'm trying to limit myself. It's hard, but the Origins line makes me happy, and I'm going to stick with that. When are you coming to Florida? Stay tuned. Oh, yes. Got to watch the Habs and Bolts. Bolts are probably going to get 2 Pete. I'm going to wrap it up now, guys. Thank you for being here. Please thumbs up if you like this live stream, and it'll help boost the algo and get it out there, and people can watch the replays and all that stuff. Check out episode 395 of my vlog. I just premiered it earlier today. 1-0 Habs over Bolts. Wow. Are the Habs going to give them a run for their money? Yeah, episode 395. Plastic Does Dallas. Plastic Addict. My buddy came down. Me and Rube and Plastic hung out, hit some shops. I have a pretty cool haul. But that's it. So I'll see you guys soon, probably later on in the week. Definitely watch next Monday's episode. But have fun collecting, guys. And I will see you soon.